Hi everyone, hi. I'm doing this video a little bit out of an urgency to connect with you and to remind you that there's a lot of misinformation out there right now. I don't think it's really intentional. I think that some narratives are just more popular than others, but I don't want you to get caught up in it, okay? You may be reading or hearing that you won't heal unless you follow a certain protocol or take certain, sedating herbs or do specific programs. And it's just not true. It's simply not true. Yes, if you have deficiencies or you're ill, you know, get your medical attention, do what needs to be done. But in the 19 years that I've been supporting people through withdrawal, I've seen countless people, thousands, well, everybody within, from back then, they all healed. And those of you healing now will heal without doing any of those things. The body knows how to repair and restore itself, and it does. So, you don't, if we had to do something in order to heal, I'm telling you, there would have been a group with people from, I don't know, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, still waiting to heal. Because when we were going through this, yes, it was old school and we didn't have the information we have now, but we were just told that, you've come off the medication. This is what happens. And if you allow time, you will heal. And this is exactly what happened. So if something you were told to try, you've tried and it helps, that's brilliant. I'm really pleased for you. But don't let anyone convince you that you're broken or that something is terribly wrong and you won't heal. If you tried something and it did not work for you, you are the people I'm reaching out to. Those of you who are contacting me thinking that, you're just not going to make it because you were told to try something and you did. It didn't work. And so now you are losing hope or you think you're broken beyond repair. No, you are healing. You will get better. You will heal. You will close this chapter and move on, just like thousands, many, many, tens of thousands before you. You're not going to create history. If you're taking longer than the usual time frame, you too will still heal. The longer I do this, the more I see where even the most protracted cases or the people with bind or a bind that has been, quite extended in terms of the healing process, they still get better. So you mustn't give up. You mustn't lose heart or think that, it's not going to happen for you. I promise you it will. Okay, so please listen, because I'm getting old now, guys. I can't just, I can't answer all the emails and my inboxes are overflowing and I'm barely holding on in terms of not getting, I'm looking after myself so I don't get burnt out, but barely. All right, so this is just remember that you were prescribed a drug and it created changes that when you came off the drug, it's taken time for your body to readapt and to learn to function again without the drug. So the receptors that were downregulated are now going through the upregulation process. And for some of you, you can exercise, you can dance, you can go to the gym. Some of you are bedbound. So no one size fits all. So when somebody says to you, if you don't, get up and go out, you won't heal, it's not true. If you can, you do it. I encourage you to be as proactive as you can be. But if you go driving and you're dizzy and you have vertigo and you have all sorts of physical symptoms that make driving dangerous for you and for others, don't do it. And if you keep doing things and you end up in bed, your body's just saying, I'm not ready yet, give me a little bit more time. You will go back to the gym, you will go walking, you'll go hiking, you'll do your long haul flights, you go bungee jumping, paragliding, whatever it is, but listen to your body. It knows best. It knows more than any coach, any expert, anyone. Your body is your guide. All right? So I understand the whole, okay, I have dystonia, and what I do is my natural inclination when I feel an episode is to, for me, it's freeze mode. I go into freeze mode. So what I do now is I walk, or I try to walk through it, or instead of sitting down, I stand up, even if it means I fall. And there is some logic and truth to this idea of pushing through and doing things differently. Withdrawal is not like that. If you keep doing something that the withdrawal isn't ready, your body's not ready for, you will end up in bed because the withdrawal voice or whomever will say, you're not listening? Okay, watch me. So all those who were able to go out and socialize and exercise and do those things and still heal, I am so pleased for you. But do not make the ones who can't do it feel that they won't heal unless they did what you did, because it is not true. The anecdotal evidence, and I've collated 19 going on 20 years of this, will prove you wrong. Okay? So I just wanted to say that. I know I'm rambling because I only meant this to be like a minute. Anyway, all right. Love you all. Take care. Sending you all my compassion, and you will heal. Keep holding on. Just know that that time is coming for you, and you'll send in your success stories. Okay. Bye bye.